Hello, my friends and fellow Takodians. I'm here at camp today for winter reunion. It is a little bit chilly, and the last time I had an opportunity to touch base with you was at the end of last summer when it was arguably a little warmer, but just as beautiful as Takodah always is. But I'm actually here not only to have fun today, but to welcome our new Chief Executive Officer and Executive Director, Chris Burke. But before we do that, I want to take this opportunity to recognize and appreciate our outgoing interim executive director, Jim Doremus. Jim took this job thinking it would only be a couple of months, and he's been at it well over a year. And let me tell you, Jim has had a monumental impact on this organization, from facilities to fundraising, with the staff and operations, and certainly through to helping us run a very successful 107th summer in 2023. And now let's take a moment to hear a little bit more of Jim's story.
You know, my initial impression of camp was that it's a beautiful place, and that this would be a really good match for what camp was looking for and for what I had to offer. You know, it's a very compelling place, and you know, when I got a chance to work with the summer staff, I gained confidence in the fact that I thought we could do really well over the summer. I mean, there's a culture that is so special here, and knowledge and skills that perpetuate from summer to summer and from year to year with those staff. And I fell in love with this place, and it didn't take long. It was a transformational experience for me. I learned so much. I'm so grateful I've had this opportunity, and I've become a Takodian. I think that's terrific. I mean, I'm a part of this community. We really formed a good team, and I think we've created a situation where, with the new CEO, Chris has some amazing skill sets. I think he's the right person for the job, and I think Takodah's future is incredibly bright. You know, one of the things about Takodah is it really is truly a special place. Not everybody outside of Takodah recognizes that. I think in 3 to 5 years that's going to change under Chris's leadership. You know, the thing I think I'll take away most about my experience at Takodah is that camp has this incredible impact upon campers and adults and staff. When I look at the work that I've done throughout my career working in nonprofit organizations, trying to make a difference in people's lives, I'll tell you what, nothing I have ever done has had the kind of impact on kids' lives that camping has, that Takodah has on kids' lives. It's really that powerful for me, and that's probably my biggest takeaway. And I guess one last thing that I'd like to say is thank you. You know, a thank you to the Takodah community for embracing me, and for entrusting me with the leadership of this, you know, amazing organization and this storied organization. I'm really grateful for that opportunity. I'm grateful to become a part of this community, and I just want to say thank you again.
Thank you, Jim. We greatly appreciate everything you've done for the Takodah Y. And, you know, at Camp Takodah, we don't say goodbye, we say see you next summer. And I'm sure we will. Now, let's take an opportunity to meet the new Chief Executive Officer and Executive Director of the Takodah Y, Chris Burke. Our CEO search committee worked very hard for a long time to find the best of the best. And I'm convinced that we did that. I'm sure you will be as well. Now let's meet Chris.
I was initially interested in this opportunity because I could tell right away that Takodah is such a special community. And I felt that from the very beginning. And for me, that's really important, that connection, that community that can grow together and meet the needs of today's child. I felt that. I felt that need and desire of the Takodah community. And so that's really what drew me here, was that opportunity to work with the staff team, to be able to listen to the alumni base, to be able to find those new families who don't know that Takodah is a special place, that they belong, and for all of us to move forward and to move Takodah to that next level, which is out there. That's what drew me here, was being part of something really special. And I could tell that this is that right time at Takodah. I think the thing I'm looking forward to most with this position is, understanding why every person I've met has this spark and energy inside them that they don't seem to have in other aspects of their life. You know, when I meet them and we get to talking about this place, you can just see that there's this layer of themselves that they don't always pull out. And I know I love camp. I know I've had amazing, 38 amazing summers at camp, but this first summer at Takodah is going to fill me with that spark that I see every time I interact with a Takodian. Every single year, the needs of that camp are a little bit different. And I think what's really important and that what folks should know about me is that I lead by honoring the past, but looking to the future. And sometimes as a camp person, that's hard. Camp was always the best when you were there, right? No matter what, that time that you were at camp has never been better than that. And what I want to make sure is that we're, able to save beautiful structures like Mem Lodge, and we're able to continue to grow to meet the needs of today's child. And so that's going to be the big thing that people need to know, is that I want to hear your story from when you were here. And I also want you to listen to what today's camper needs. And I hope that we can be a part of that together, because that's how I'm going to grow. That's how Takodah is going to continue to grow. Please, let's continue to move this beautiful place forward together.
All right, as you can see, there's always a lot going on at the Takodah Y, and I am really excited for you to get to know Chris in the coming months. So stay tuned. The best is yet to come.